Is it the same thing? Residency, tax residency, and citizenship? Understanding the difference saves you a lot of headaches, especially if you're thinking about moving, starting a new business, or paying taxes in another country. Today, I'll explain it clearly and simply, since this question comes up often in our channel comments and calls with clients.
Residency.
Residency is a legal permission to live in a country that is not your country of origin. You can live, study, or work legally in that country. This permission can be temporary or permanent. You can hold multiple residency permits in different countries at the same time. With global changes and the uncertainty of many of us sons, having a backup plan is a smart move. That said, countries are tightening residency requirements, so take advantage of opportunities while you can. You're a Dutch citizen and you get a 2-year temporary residency in Panama. That lets you legally live there, rent an apartment, register your address, etc.
Tax residency.
Tax residency, the country where the government considers you liable to pay taxes. Each country has its own criteria to determine if you're tax resident. For example, in Spain, you're considered a tax resident if you meet any of these conditions. You spend more than 183 days in Spain during the calendar year, your main economic interests are in Spain, or you have a spouse or minor children living in Spain. Plus, in countries like Spain and others with aggressive tax systems like Portugal or Italy, you can still be taxed up to 5 years after leaving if you hold that country's passport. This is a sort of fiscal penalty to discourage people from leaving the tax system. So keep in mind, more than one country can consider you a tax resident in the same year. So to avoid being taxed twice, a country can sign double taxation agreements. There's also the concept of perpetual traveler, someone who's not a tax resident anywhere. But be careful, while this might sound ideal, in practice, it's not usually sustainable long-term for most people. From what we've seen with our clients, they can usually keep it up for only 1-2 years at most.
Citizenship.
Citizenship is your legal bond with a country. It's what gives you the right to hold that country's passport. Unlike residency, citizenship is for life. It doesn't expire, only to be renewed, and doesn't require regular paperwork. It can only be lost in specific cases, such as voluntarily renouncing it or committing serious crimes, and even then, not in all countries. Ways to acquire citizenship. By residency, living legally in a country for a certain number of years. It varies by country. By investment. Some countries offer citizenship in exchange for significant financial investment. By descent, if your parents or grandparents were citizens, you might be able to claim it. Some countries grant citizenship to children born there. And by exception, granted in special cases, for merit, humanitarian reason, etc. Conclusion. As you can see, there's a lot of nuances with many variables and specific cases to consider. If you'd like a personalized analysis of your situation, we have experience in all countries and have helped many clients. We can help assess your case, see what makes the most sense for you, and guide you through the entire process. Check the links in the description to schedule a call and start planning your next move. See you next time!